may not be the last member of the BBC that they call to answer their questions.
No, that's right.
Thanks very much indeed. In the next few minutes here on Breakfast, we're going to be speaking to the solicitor working with the two Jimmy Savile charities about why they have made the difficult decision to close them down.
In other news this morning, President Barack Obama and his Republican challenger Mitt Romney have battled over national security and foreign affairs in the final debate of the US presidential campaign.
Yes, the two candidates tangled over the Arab Spring, the rise of China and the problem of Iran. With 2 weeks of campaigning left, they're running neck and neck in the polls.
South Yorkshire Police have given the Independent Police Complaints Commission the names of more than 1,400 off.
4 people are taking legal action against the owners of the Daily Mirror over alleged phone hacking. They include the move into temporary accommodation, and let's go and see what's happening there now. Our reporter Jenny Hill is standing by as the demolition gets underway. Morning, Jenny. And to your guest as well, as that demolition goes ahead this morning in Newburn.
11 minutes past 8. New research this morning suggests that exercising in your 70s may prevent your brain from shrinking. A team.
Now, after 38 years, it's almost as old as me, the BBC's CFAX service will be making its final appearance later today. It was launched back in 1974. It's the world's first teletext facility, and its name comes from the fact that it enabled viewers to see the facts. And
Facts weather page as well. We'll probably have another look at it with him in a few minutes' time.
We will. 12 minutes past 8. Jimmy Savile, of course, helped raise millions of pounds for good causes. Now, though, 2 charities bearing his name are shutting down for good.
Trustees from the Jimmy Savile Charitable Trust and the Jimmy Savile Stoke Mandeville Hospital Trust made the decision last night. We can speak now to Joe Summers, who's the
16 minutes past 8. Now, coming up on Breakfast a little bit later on, we're finding...
And what they're eating. I mean, can you sell Scotch eggs to French people, do you think? I mean, you can sell them, but will they buy them?
That's what we're going to be asking.
Yeah.
Here's Alex, meanwhile, with this morning's weather. Morning.
Phenomenon, do we know?
Is this seen as a mental health problem?
25 past 8. It's been the friend of insomniacs, shift workers and news addicts for 38 years. Today, though, marks the very last day of the BBC's information service, CFAX.
Yes, viewers in Northern Ireland will be the last to see the analogue service in action as they make the switch to digital television this week. In
a moment, we'll speak to a former CFAX journalist. But first, let's take a step back into the multicoloured archives. Concise writing. I mean, broadcast writing's all about being concise, but particularly in your case.
Excessively so. I mean, Twitter...
Were they signed?
Some of them.
Of one of our closest prehistoric relatives, Neanderthal man.
Time now to get news, travel and weather where you are.
You see, before I've had my hair done, it does... One of the most extraordinary stories you might have heard, literally heard. Researchers in the United States say that they have captured for the first time spontaneous mimicry of the human voice by a whale.
Has been taught to mimic the sounds in human speech, but no animal has done it spontaneously before. And if you don't believe it, here it is again. It's also paper and comb, isn't it?
It is genuine. It is scientific. It is a beluga whale pretending to be human.
That's what it is. It's amazing. Those are the main stories. Here's what's coming up later in the programme.
Another Bond film, another adventure. Being out. Sam Mendes tells me why he was genuinely scared about Daniel Craig doing his own stunts.
Having seen how they were filming on top of that train, I'm not surprised.
Was that genuine?
19 minutes to 9. The life of a teacher tends to be more often about books and barrows than glitz and glamour, but there is one event that adds some sparkle to their school timetable.
Yes, the annual Teaching Awards recognise the country's best teachers and are often called the Oscars of the profession.
And we've got 2 winners, 2 to become head of department, isn't it?
Usually. You're currently not teaching because you're on paternity leave.
I certainly am, yeah. I came...
hard on every lesson.
On every pupil, whether it be at the top of the range?
No, not at all. And the children that are at our school are so likeable.
Teachers who decide to go into teaching rather than doing other. Teaching Awards 2012 will be on BBC 2 on Sunday at 6:15 in Wales and at 25 past 5 in the rest of the UK.
Let's get a last look at the weather this morning. Here's Alex.
Goodbye to CFAX. 9 minutes to 9. So, cheese, wine, pâté, just some of the things we've been importing and enjoying from France for hundreds of years, hasn't always been that much gastronomic trade in the other direction,
No,
though.
well, the general view historically is that the French don't think much of British food. Now, though, there are hopes that attitudes on the other side of the Channel might be changing, with a delegation heading to Paris to promote our produce there.
So, what do people in the French capital think about our food? Sophie van Bruggen has been to find out.
Oh, it looks like the French are beginning to love some British food. With us now, Olivier. Bonjour. Bonjour. Bienvenue. I suppose Scotch eggs, not really the best thing to try out on French people off the bat, is it really?
Well, it is if you're having a pot of water next to you, I think,
Yes.
just to pass it through.
A pint of water.
I will say so, don't you?
You run a French restaurant,
Yes.
and the other way round, it hasn't happened, which is pale, don't they?
That's all right. Anyway, you take these off as a present from us and share them on your way home.
That's lovely, thank you very much. That sounds
2 minutes actually to 9.
The red carpet is being rolled out at the Royal Albert Hall in London for the royal premiere of the latest James Bond film tonight.
Skyfall's been praised by critics, some hailing it the best Bond ever.
But, as I've been finding out, one of its biggest stars hasn't even seen it yet.
Daniel Craig does his own stunts as far as he can. So does that mean that you had to do?
Really quite unusual.
He shook up the genre and the franchise to such a degree. You know, he removed pastiche from it, which was number 1. He cast Daniel, which is number 2, and it was, well...
As M. Is there one that stands out?
Skyfall is in cinemas from Thursday. And putting all journalistic objectivity aside, it's rather good. 4 minutes past 9, finding out about our past has become a hobby for many families. Just how far back can you go with that research? Well, there's a Neanderthal in the studio. Look at what's happening where you are. We'll see you in a moment. Neanderthal again. No, the opportunities for comedy are ludicrous, aren't they? But there is a Neanderthal, because we're talking about prehistoric autopsy. This is a reconstruction created by a team of anthropologists, archaeologists, special effects insects experts for the BBC Two programme Prehistoric Autopsy, which began last night.
Yes, the presenter, Dr. George McGavin, will be...
He's also presenting as well. Now, George, tell us a little bit about this extraordinary creature. Firstly, we have dressed him in a piece of human around at the same time. Some of them quite chunky, some of them really teeny tiny.
Absolutely.
Like hobbits.
It's Hobbit, exactly.
Fireside chats. What? I mean, proper
Obviously.
vocabulary and everything, or?
Oh well, we don't know.
Because when you get a set of bones, you talk about you've only got the bare bones, and you haven't got all of those.
Only a few of them, yeah.
So how do you know that what you are getting is an accurate reconstruction?
Well,
Thanks to our other guest
yes,
as well.
and him. Continue.
That's all we've got time for this morning. Join us tomorrow from 6. Sandy Toksvig is going to be joining us. Have a lovely day, whatever you're doing today. Bye-bye.
Bye.